Hello, everyone. It's another Saturday, and I'm here before you again to discuss a few things. Maybe today I'm gonna talk a lot, not particularly in this video, but in a few separate videos because I have a lot of things inside of my head, and I just want them to get out somewhere in a proper systematic or in a proper sequential manner. I should speak a bit louder, maybe. And so, my first topic is about this only. My first topic is about a clouded mind, a chaotic mind. And I think a lot of us have experienced this similar situation where so many things just go in, or just revolve around our mind all at once that it is gets extremely difficult for us to recognize a few things, or actually identify what to do, what not, and what to think and what not in a sequential manner. And that brain clouding is getting more and more common for us in today's world, mainly because of the social media and the endless surge of content. I have already talked about that a lot in my previous videos, but today I just want to tell about certain ways that we can use in order to at least, if not get rid of them, but at least decrease that level of confusion a bit. So let's start. So it was raining throughout the morning, and I was in the library trying to study a bit. And in that process, actually, I got a lot distracted with multiple events. And that is why, even when I tried to, focus my concentration on my study, it just became extremely difficult for me to even sit for some time throughout the period. When I was studying, I was just continuously taking my phone, scrolling reels, and looking at the social media, trying numerous ways to distract myself, maybe when what I needed the most was to focus. And I think this brain cloud, this brain fog mostly happens because there are certain things under the skin, residing under our skin, that we don't want to identify or we don't want to confront with. And in that process, what happens that we consume so many distractions in order to you know not let our mind go to that same tunnel over and over again. But what ends up happening is that we are completely mentally drained, and we are just too much exhausted to even consume more, or to think about something, because there are already so many things happening inside of our mind that we uselessly just consume just as a means of distraction. But in that process, we didn't even we didn't actually address the true issue that's underlying beneath our skin. Sometimes this issue can be solved, I think, if we just decide to be calm and work on it. And if at certain times, I completely understand it, there are certain times when it's not that easy for us to even encounter that issue, or even make our mind take that particular route or particular direction and come face to face with that situation or with that reality. And I think it's completely fine to keep your distance, we to be afraid of that, to think about that, because you just you deep down inside, that it will take you in really dark areas. So in that situation, rather than distracting yourself and clouding your mind with so many content, other things that you consider to be funny or entertaining. I'll just suggest that just find an escape, if not to solve that situation, but to address that situation at least. It can be you just talking about with someone else, and if you don't have any friend or someone who or trustworthy who can just listen to it and keep it with themselves, then I will highly suggest you to at least write that down somewhere, if writing feels like a therapy to you. Or you can just make these kind of videos like me. These videos are terrible, I know. They are like they have more mistakes than they have a certain thing to give, but it acts as a kind of therapy for me. Speech therapy is extremely a good thing, I feel, in order to let out our residing emotions that are collected inside of our pit. And this has actually helped me a lot during this time that I'm talking, or I'm just conversing with you all before the camera. I know I'm not perfect. Oh no, I'm not even near to perfect, but uh, I don't even know that I have something to give to you all or not, but it just feels really good for me personally, because all of those things that I have continued ignoring from a long period of time, and just tried myself distracting myself every single day with something else, or tried searching for people, at least a few people who will listen to me or listen to those things. I just decided to be just here alone, maybe talking to myself only before the camera, if no one is watching. But this works for me, really. This really works for me. It's like screaming in the well, what we used to call in ancient days. It's like screaming inside of a well or a canyon loudly about everything that you wanted to say or want to say, always did but couldn't, because of lot of societal or personal restrictions, or you maybe don't have that person who can understand that. So yes, we are in a 21st century, and even if you are not properly habituated with writing is an extremely beautiful form of therapy, I'm telling you. But if you are someone who is not that much habituated with writing, I'll highly suggest you to just start talking before the camera and record these videos. They will just stay as a time capsule maybe, or just stay as a a way out for you. And they will just be here. And you can always, if sometimes you want to, you can just always come back and look at them and actually learn a lot of things or realize a lot of things. And it actually, we I'll be very honest, we don't even know all the things that are inside of our head until we we give them a way out, systematic way out. Then only they start to reveal themselves or affirm themselves in a physical manner. These words are physical, they were just ambiguous, extremely ambiguous things inside of my head, and they are just affirming themselves into reality, becoming, turning into something meaningful, or turning into words at least. And maybe if some of you can actually connect with me, you will also realize that yes, we all somewhere are at the same place experiencing very similar things, but we just don't decide to talk about it, because we think that we are too much alone in this, and maybe it will be extremely shameful, or extremely distorted kind of ideas if we decide to put it out of the world. But no, the earth is extremely big. The population is, I don't know how many billions, and at least there will be a few people in the internet, that the people who will actually connect with you, who have been to the same places, or who are in the same places currently. And I'm really grateful that we have this video form of content where we can no matter where we belong from, if we just have an internet, we can just express ourselves without any censor boards, or without any boundaries. So yes, I think it's something to be grateful of, and that's something I wanted to talk about today. Thank you for watching. I'll come up with more videos. I have more things inside of my mind, and I will try to put them clearly without any edit, or without any like without any filtration. So
And his brother and his brother.
yes, this is my brother. So
Hi everyone, do like, follow, and subscribe to
yes.
my brother's channel,
Yes,
please.
thank you so much for watching. See, you have heard he's a very good artist. He also have a YouTube channel, and if there is some, some situation, we will definitely try to collab and our share our personal thoughts on this channel. And until then, stay connected.
And press the bell button.
Yes, and we'll see you again tomorrow, maybe, or today, maybe in some more videos. Until then, take care. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Bye bye.